There's that handsome Bunham. There's that sweet face. There's Schwartzy. Yes, hello. Welcome. Welcome. It's plum early in the morning. It's a nice little whitewash outside. It's no bueno, but it is bueno in here. It is time to wake with Schwartzy. Isn't that fantastic? My voice is feeling a little bit better today. Let's see if we can't ruin that by the end of the show. Let's see if we can blow that out. I've got my warm sweater on. This is my winter sweater. I want to stay warm with all of you. I want to portray through the video that I am going to stay warm. You're going to stay warm. This bullshit will not last. We're just going to make it through the day. And we're going to start that day with Schwartzy. I need my positivity this morning. You need your positivity this morning, and that's what we're here to do. Let's go take a look at the comment section. But before we take a look at the comment section, we gotta set up the show. So, let's get a little music change. There we go. Set a little bit more of a mood. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? There you go. Get that logo in there. And magic hands. There we go. Look at that. We're all set up. It's like we got a real show here. It's like we're doing things. It's like we're getting it moving and grooving. You know what I'm saying, homies? Good morning to everyone this morning. Let's go back to the chat and see how everyone's doing. How's the weather? If everyone's staying warm. Maybe you slept in this morning. Maybe you're like, listen, Schwartzy, I had to sleep in. They called off work today. I don't normally get to sleep in. I get that. Just go watch the replay. But if you are watching us today, don't forget to smash the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button and turn on the notifications over there on YouTube. Yup. And then also, if you can head on over to Twitch. Twitch, you have to hit the follow button and hit the little heart button. We would love that so much. But also, one more, if you are watching us on Facebook Live, please react to the video. Just give it a little reaction. That's okay. And then share the video and all that good stuff. Stay interactive. This is all of us this morning. This is all of us here. We're warming up together. We're going to huddle up. We're going to get real close, and we're going to use our body heat. What do you say? Weird? Not here. Good morning, TJ. Hello, TJ. Good morning, TJ. Welcome to the show. I hope your weather is good. How are you? I know you're in northern Indiana, I believe. Weather's probably not that great, but it's great in here. It's warm in here, right? Huddled up with your homies. Thank you for joining us. Oh, hello, Preston. You stay warm and cozy. No, thank you very much. I will stay warm and cozy. I hope you are warm and cozy. Joshua Dalton, hello. What's up, brother? Hello. I'm your brother. You my brother? We're brothers. Yes, welcome. Welcome to the show. We are all brothers and sisters here. We are all homies and players. It's so good to see you. Thank you for joining us, Preston, and TJ, and Joshua. Mark Sparks, friend of the show, one of the proud sponsors of Flophouse Wrestling. Thank you so much for joining us, Mark. It's so good to see you. I hope you are staying warm. You said it is hot in here. It's getting hot in here. So no, we don't know each other. I'm not going to tell you to take off your garments. Don says it's way too cold. Yes, we are really snowed in here. I will let you know about all the bookings that I have this weekend, but there is I must be transparent. There's a chance that some of your favorite wrestlers just might not get out of their homes or cities, but we are hoping for the best. We are from the Midwest, you know, not our first dog and pony show. Not our first dog and pony. This is not our first dog and pony. I've owned many dog and ponies before it. Don't a pony? That's stupid. Weather is not bad in Toledo. We got this one earlier. Excuse me. Not shocked. Weather reports overreacted. Homie, I'm glad that is the way it is for you. But the rest of us, It sure does seem to be raining shit on Joe Cooper basketball. But yes, it is not. It is not good outside, but it is good inside. Right here. See this? That's my heart. It is good right here. It is nice and warm for you. Isn't that nice? That's where you can all hang out. I'll start a club there for you, in my heart. We've got a wonderful show today. Oh my goodness, what a wonderful show. RATTLOCKE's going to be back on. I hope he's warm. I hope he's staying cozy. I hope he's got a hat on or some shit like that, because it is chilly outside. It's cold outside. You know, Ludacris once said it is cold outside. I cannot quote the rest of the song, but it's cold outside. Luda, you always tell the truth. Thank you very much. Joshua is in Hamilton. It is icing in Hamilton, Ohio. Ooh, that's where Schwartzy's gonna be on Friday. That's good for Zodiac. Do you all have your coffee skis? Do you? Are you all staying warm? Do you have hot cocoa? Maybe you have a cocoa bomb from Schwartzy from Zenful Desserts? Maybe. I hope you all staying warm today. I hope everything is going well. I hope everybody is having a wonderful morning. Remember, this is the warm-up period. For about 10 minutes, we tried to get everyone all wrangled up here. Tried to get them in the chat. Tried to get them waking and baking with Schwartzy. Again, it bears repeating. If you are watching my show, if you love this shit, if you hate this shit, you can also, if you're on YouTube, there's a dislike button. Whatever. No shit's given. Maybe you need to check your homie. I don't know. But I will work on it. I just need you to share the video, whatever platform you're on, wherever you're watching Schwartzy, wherever you're partaking in Schwartzy, you know, just like, share, subscribe, follow, all that stuff, all these things. That is how you can help Schwartzy out in the Schwartzy brand. No cost to you. No cost to you. Okay. Well, you know what it is, homie. You know that this show wouldn't be possible without you. You know we couldn't do this show without all the homies and all the players. I hope you know that. But there's also other people we couldn't do this without. You want me to tell you? Well, I will tell you. There are wonderful sponsors. We love our sponsors. Come here, sponsor. The graphics are trying to phone it in. No graphics. There we go. Sorry. I got a back alley Hogwarts degree. Our homies at Pro Wrestling Edge. Isn't that fantastic? We love to see them. Pro Wrestling Edge, the wonderful podcast. Our homies talking about the wrestling in Midwest and all about. They also do wonderful interviews. You feel like you're hanging out with the guys. Dan O'Mac, the Ratowskis, the Kozalakises, the whole crew, the whole guys, all these brothers, homies, baby boys. You feel like you're hanging out with one of the best crews in the Midwest. You're talking about professional wrestling. You're interviewing wrestlers. They go to live events. They're on site, in person, doing the good work, making sure they give you updates on the spot. They are always live at these shows. These boys are live in person and live on the mic. I'm telling you right now. So give my boys, if you head onto the description below, you can see all the wonderful links. You can join Pro Wrestling Edge. They've got a whole bunch of tons of back episodes. But they're live every week with some new stuff, and it's wonderful. And also, I have to say this now. Dan O'Mac has got some new podcasts. I've got this script next to me right here. We're going to talk briefly about what Dan O'Mac is going to drop with the rest of their crew. Also, our other sponsor, the Midnight Snuggie Hour. We love to see it. Head on over to Google Podcasts. Give them a listen. They have a roundtable discussion. They talk about all types of stuff, entertainment to wrestling. It's great stuff. They have a whole back catalog. Listen to their back episodes and hit that notifications button so you can be up to date. We're going to have new episodes starring Schwartzy. Now that I'm all warm, I won't get sick, so I'll be able to do future episodes. You'll be able to catch those new episodes and you'll be notified and be up to date. Just hit those notifications. Head on over to Google Podcasts. It's the Midnight Snuggie Hour, homie. And if you don't have a hoodie, if you feel very chilly, you can head on over to our Brainbuster Tea store and you can check out what we've got there. We've got some wonderful t-shirts. We've got some wonderful hoodies. We've got some coffee mugs. Making these purchases support the show. We appreciate you so much for doing so. They're wonderful garments. I have my own personal stuff on Brainbuster Tees, and so do a lot of the homies. So you know it's good stuff. And if you look even a little bit below, a little bit lower, you can see RATTLOCKE has his own new t-shirt out. Isn't that fantastic? The RATTLOCKE eats shit. You can't find it under mine, so you have to go under RATTLOCKE's Brainbuster Tees. It has its own link. I got you. I'm taking care of you. We all know why you're here. You're not here to see Schwartzy. You're here to see the RATTLOCKE and the poopies that he puts in his mouth. So head on over to Brainbuster Tees and get yourself a RATTLOCKE. They were flying off this shelf yesterday. They ran out of white ink and black t-shirts, which never happens in indie wrestling, oddly enough. But if you want, you can also just donate to the show. You can kick a couple bucks my way. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? I would greatly appreciate it. Puts a little coffee in my belly and, make sure that I'm up to date on all my bills. I'm not some delinquent piece of shit. I do my delinquent piece of shit in other areas. So you can head on over to my PayPal. You can head on over to the Cash App. Just kick a couple bucks. I'll give you a little shout out on the show. I'd appreciate you so much. So much. Get back over here. Feel good about myself. It's snowy out. I don't like it. I don't like it. Schwartzy's puppy does not like it. Nobody likes that shit. Nobody likes it when it's chilly out. Why do you have to be so chilly? I'm going to, the window's this way. I'm yelling, hey, snow. What the fuck is your problem, man? Homie, nobody likes snow. Okay, my homie Ronnie likes snow. But nobody likes snow but Ronnie. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry you had to see that. Me getting in a verbal altercation. I was getting in a verbal altercation with the weather. It's just a little reasonable. Let me talk to you all right now about something. I come here every day. Not every day, Monday through Thursday. I'm here 4 days a week for you, for Schwartzy. I love to do this. I love to wake up every morning. My homie RATTLOCKE's with me usually. I have wonderful guests on this show. It is very early, but I love to do it. I love to wake up very early this morning. But I would be lying. What do we got here? Let me tell you right now, real shout out. Just had to message promoters about travel. I've got some great people. I work for some great people at UCW and FGW. I work for some great homies. Okay. I woke up this morning and I was not having a positive day. What? Yes, I know. I'm human. I bleed the blood. I have muscle and tissue and all that shit. I was not having a positive day. I was looking at the weather. You know, I tell you, my goal is to come on here and to be positive, be the first thing you see in the morning before some negativity can roll into your life. I woke up. There's no Schwartzy for Schwartzy, just Schwartz. I'm the only Schwartzy in my life. So I woke up to some negativity. I woke up to something that I probably should not. No big deal, but sometimes you shouldn't even respond to things that bother you. They won't come back and blah, blah, blah. But just sometimes things aren't worth your energy. I was misspending my energy this morning. So I wanted to tell you all that sometimes Schwartzy, before this show, has a bad day. Sometimes Schwartzy wakes up and it's very hard for Schwartzy to do what he does. But I have all of you. And I wake up every morning and we get this all together. I get my desk together. I get my accoutrements. I get my smoking and all that together. And it's all worth it. And as I sit here right now, I'm feeling so much better. I'm having a better day. Like the Citizen Cope song. I seen better days. It is now a better day. So just get moving, just get grooving, no matter if your morning is not easy, if it is hard, it is not easy to wake up, it is not easy to see the weather, it is not easy to go to work. What you do, I'm validating you. What you do, it is not easy. Nobody should say it is easy, and for you to do it, you're one tough motherfucker. Schwartzy says you're a tough motherfucker for waking up, for getting out of bed, for even attempting the day. Even if all you had to do is get up, get out of bed, and sit on, get out of bed and get moving just a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of DJs, watch a movie. Just as long as you are moving, you are vibrating, you are getting the best you. The best you that day isn't always the best you overall, but you have to give the best you. So if it wasn't for all of you, if it wasn't for coming on here every morning, if it wasn't for getting my day started, I would not be in such a better mood. And I think this day is going to be so great, and I have so much better expectations for my day. Get the gaming stream going. We're going to get a lot of things moving and grooving today. I feel very productive, and I hope you all feel very productive too. I wouldn't have been able to do it if I did not have these people waking up with me every morning. Thank you so much. Dano Mac! Oh, good morning, Dano Mac. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well this morning. Dano Mac, friend of the show, always checking me out on my preferred platform. Oh, hello, preferred platform. Twitch is my preferred platform, but I don't care at the end of the day as long as you join Schwartzy. Dano Mac, I hope you're doing wonderful. Can you could you type the name of your new show, so while I talk about it, I have a little caption. Maybe we're going to pull this up. Let me pull this up here. I've got my notes. I forgot to open my Google Docs. I've got Dano Mac, Dan. Let me pull this up. I'm sort of prepared today. There we go. Twitch is the place for Wake and Bake. Okay. Dano Mac. So Dano Mac of Pro Wrestling Edge, he has a new podcast coming out. It's a new podcast under the PWE brand. It is called The Edge of the Mind. Dano Mac will host this mental health and physical well-being podcast. The objective of this podcast is to share real-life story skis that people can relate to and let everyone know they are not alone. We will have not any textbook professionals who are experts, but have never experienced mental health or physical well-being struggles and success firsthand. Dan is looking for people who want to share their stories, whether it's mental health, weight loss surgery, weight loss, workout, or diet meal prep. Please reach out to Dan on Twitter or Instagram at DanMac, DanoMac17. Let me see if I can get this here. I can get this on the screen. You can follow Dano Mac, Edge of the Mind. So if you're following Pro Wrestling Edge, no, I've got this. I'm working. Today. There we go. Dan on Twitter. Dan Brewer. It's a rough day, but I'm moving. I'm getting moving. I promise. You're all keeping me moving. Go check out Dan on Twitter at DanoMac17 or Dan Brewer on Facebook. You can follow Pro Wrestling Edge as well, because they will keep you up to date. It is the Edge of the Mind podcast. Dan, I would like to come on and talk to you. We know plenty of homies. The mental health is very important for everybody. I hope that everybody is taking their mental health very seriously. Oh, there goes Schwartzy's voice. I don't mind losing my voice. There's a lot of places that I'll gladly lose my voice. One of those places I'll gladly lose my voice? It's every Friday night at Hamilton, Ohio, at Future Grade Wrestling.
Southwest Ohio's premier wrestling Federation can be found right here in Hamilton, Ohio, every Friday night. Join us for pulse-pounding, hard-hitting, old-school professional wrestling from some of today's best wrestling talent during Friday Night Fury. If your dream is to compete in the ring, Fox Pro Wrestling Academy is the place to go. Train under Hall of Fame trainer Cody Hawk and learn wrestling from one of the best of all time. Find out more by visiting us on Facebook at Future Great Wrestling.
Oh, man! Oh, that's nice. Isn't that fantastic? Well, that's nice. Hopefully I can make it out. Like I said, this weather is atrocious, but Schwartz is going to do everything he can to make it out to Hamilton, Ohio. I have a match this weekend at Origins with the Dickhead Zodiac. Dickhead Zodiac, you're an asshole. You're a piece of shit, and I can't wait to break your legs. It will be an honor. It will be a privilege to absolutely stomp those getaway sticks. It's not going to end pretty for you. You've been messing with me for 6 months. You know me on a certain level, so you've been able to play a certain level of mind games, and that's all fun and good, and that's great. And I hope you've got it all out of your system. I hope you're happy. Blase, blase. Blase, blase, blah. Because I'm going to beat the ever-loving dog shit out of you. Listen to me very closely. I'm going to get real intimate with you. I'm going to get real close, real intimate with you. I'm going to break your legs in the most intimate fashion, in the most close-knit. I'm going to get so personal with you. Zodiac, I'm going to break your legs. You will not be able to stand up for a 10 count, and you will feel so small. I'm going to make you feel small. That's what I've decided. You have messed with me for a very long time, and I'm going to make you feel small. Well, wasn't that dirty? Wasn't that nice? Wasn't that fantastic? You know, it's about that witching hour. We all know you don't come to see Schwartzy. We all know you're not here for Schwartzy. That's okay. Schwartzy's got great content. He's got great cohorts. And what cohorts do I have? I have cohorts that are willing to put poopies in their mouth. What kind of poopies? Well, only RATTLOCKE knows.
For science.
Hey, stop tinkering over there. Stop playing with yourself.
Sorry, I was just fixing a motherboard there.
The mother of all boards.
And how are you doing today, Schwartz?
I'm doing very well. I'm doing very well. All my Schwartzy poos got me moving and grooving. I'm warm. I've got my nice sweater on. How are you today, Ninja Turtle RATTLOCKE skis?
My head is warm, and must I say, cowabunga.
Cowabunga skis.
Well, anywho. So, we're back again.
We're back again.
The final day of the Vile Viewer Vote Week. And not too many votes happened last night. I was a little surprised. Actually, no, it was that was hand-knitted by
I think everybody was preparing for the storm.
There's a friend of mine named Trisha, and she does nerd knitting. So that was purchased at a Indiana Comic Con about 4 or 5 years ago. So she does a really good job. That's so cool. I got a BB-8 beanie somewhere. I'm going to wear that next time I'm on here. So, but anyway, back to the food.
Yes, RATTLOCKE, you have some shit to eat. You've joined us all week. You've been kind to us, terrible to yourself. You ate some gelatinous mess to begin all this. And
so what I'm going to do, since there wasn't too much voting going on. Oh yes, I saw that. Very happy to see you in that. And hopefully, I'll see you that on what was it, February 20th? What's going on that day, February 20th? Sounds familiar, Schwartzy?
Well, we got a show called You Love to See It. Flophouse Wrestling. Please check it out. here at the Indiana City Brewing Company. You might have heard of it. Indiana City Brewing Company. You'll have to see it. Flophouse Wrestling. We're back live, baby.
Anywho, since not much was going on, I thought to wrap up this week, I'm going to do 2 today out of the 4. So, what we have left over was lupini beans, the fish and tomato sauce, which you guys saw me have the sardines and lemon last night or yesterday morning. The piquants, which are supposed to be a sweet and spicy blend. And then we have the sour sop chug. So that's 33.8 fluid ounces. So it's all just under a 40-ounce chug. And so those are the 4. And you just pick your favorite 2 in the next 60 seconds, and I'll do them both.
All right. Let's get those comments going.
Fish, beans, just call them pickles, or the juice.
Fish, beans, juice. All right.
And the pickle. Here? Well, then we also have this one.
Oh, shit.
You left it out because you really don't want to see me eat this.
No, we do. That 4?
That's 4 items. I will be consuming 2 of the 4. If you pick the juice will be a chug, meaning I will have to try to drink the entire amount.
We got fish and juice.
No, it's not 5th. It's just the 4th.
No, fish and juice.
Yes. Oh, so far it's fish and juice. Oh.
Then we've got beans and juice.
Beans and juice. Rolling down the streets. Hanging with Schwartzy. Eating fish and juice. Laid back.
And down to Schwartzy's going to eat some fish and juice.
With my mind on science and science on my mind.
We got fish and juice. Ronnie, fish and juice. Well, the juice is happening, and so far the fish.
Definitely. I think everybody seemed to like the reaction to the fish yesterday. This and I'm wondering because it says there's actual tomato paste in the fish. So,
Jesus Christ.
No, fish.
No, yes, that's right. The Holy Spirit is nowhere near all that.
Might show up on a tortilla or some toast.
I've seen it.
Was it good? Was it delicious?
I believe Glee had the grilled cheeses. There's an episode where he showed up on a grilled cheese, and they called him grilled cheeses.
I would have said, Jesus Christ.
Jesus. We're going to get canceled.
What a way
all right. So I believe we're there. I believe it's fish and juice.
All right. Fish and juice. Laid back. By the way, I hope everybody's having a wonderful wintry craptastic day. So here we go. I just opened it up. You saw it's nice old lady with her bonnet fish. And the canning is nice and just plain. Look, I've already given more detail than that one lady did with the Little Debbie ice creams. So Schwartzy doesn't even remember that I watched your show all the way through.
Come on.
You were doing TikToks yesterday. You should know.
You're a TikTok. You don't tell me. You know how many TikToks, first of all, you send me a day? It's getting a little weird, homie.
What are you talking about? The last one was fun.
Is that your feet in the last TikTok you sent me?
No.
Yes.
It's just a pair that I saw.
What were you doing with your feet? What were you doing with your feet in those mashed potatoes? You might want to head on over to RATTLOCKE's TikTok.
They're smashed potatoes, by the way. Anywho, we're going to open this up. No, I was talking about the lady you were watching where she was doing reviews of the Little Debbie's ice creams.
The shitty review lady, yes.
And I was like, what kind of review is that for her to say, oh, it's bussin'? Okay, why? Why is it bussin'?
Why is it bussin'? Why is it bussin'? Why is it 2 out of 10? Or she didn't even give it a scaling.
One time she mentioned vanilla, and that was it.
Oh, it's a little vanilla. So is your review.
So anyway, I'm stalling. Here we go. We got the canned fish. I'm gonna open it up. Oh, look! As I open it, the tomato juice is just seeping out. Here we go. Oh, that's rough.
Oh. Why?
Because it's science, you know. Don't question science. Although that's the reason why there is science, is because of questions. If I pull it too hard, I'm going to splash everywhere. It's going to be like an episode of Gallagher. All right. So here we go. I'm going to...
Oh, now what is this again? Please, what is this called again?
These are herring fillets in tomato sauce.
Herring is fish.
Yes.
Oh, is this one falling? This one's not falling apart like yesterday.
No, it is not. Great for us. Great for all you Twitch viewers out there and you YouTubers.
We do. You get that audience going.
You Twitchers and your Yowtubbers.
You Yowtubbers.
Does anybody remember Cheeseburger Cat back in the day?
Stop stalling. You're a cheeseburger cat. Eat a cheeseburger cat. You know why you're here.
All right, here we go. Oh my God. It still has the skin on it. On the back. You can see the scales and whatnot. So Are we at max capacity?
No, we're doing fine.
Okay.
We're driving a Corvette. We're doing just fine. Let's go.
All right, here we go, everybody. For science. All right.
Under the teeth, over the tongue. Oh, this is dribbling. What is this? Why?
How is this a delicacy? Oh.
It's delicately hanging out in your mouth.
Oh.
You deserve it. You deserve it. I don't like this.
Oh, that's wrong. That tastes like cat food smells.
It looked like cat food smells.
Oh God, it's stuck in my teeth. And I don't know why. It's not deboned. There's bone stuck in my teeth.
There's bone in it?
Yeah, the sardines had bones in it yesterday too, and they said it's fine. You just go ahead and eat it because they're so soft. I got a piece, I know. Oh. Oh gosh.
I hate it here.
Hold on. There's a little small bone. But best way I can compare it to is if you're extremely poor and you wanted to add a little extra meat in your Chef Boyardee beefaroni, so you just happen to have an extra can of cat food laying around. Don't know why, because you don't have any cats. So there you go. That's what it tastes like.
I have no words.
That's rough.
No words, homie. That is you're gross. You're really gross.
But people eat this. And they think it's delicious.
Why?
And look at the scales on the back.
Oh,
I know that. And see, I like a good salmon. I love my tuna fish sandwiches, but
Yeah, that's not salmon or
And
none of.
it's very reminiscent of like the sauce you would smell in SpaghettiOs.
That's foul. That is foul. Shame on you. What
Shame
else we
on
got? What is? Well,
ah,
let's move on to.
we got
You have a
the sour
beverage.
sop chug. It's supposed to be a juice that was considered to be so sweet that you cannot drink it all in one sitting. I've had people. There's been people on YouTube that said drinking it, they feel like they're drinking just a plain syrup and not a beverage. And this is with pulp as well. I'm gonna use this again to open it up. I'm still shaking from the fish. And if you guys have ever seen my YouTube account under my variant Splatterhausen, I do a lot of beverage tastings.
Oh no! The snow got RATTLOCKE. Snow. There it is.
Can you hear me?
I can. The weather is trying to take you out.
I'm gonna have to fire my mother because now I cannot hear you, Schwartzy.
Your mom?
I cannot hear you at all.
Can you hear me? Oh my goodness. He's stalling. He's gone. He will come back. We usually just have him. He backs out a little bit, and then he comes back onto the show because we have a bad connection. You know, it's no good here with the weather. So Schwartzy's here stalling for time, showing you I do a bird. I do a duck. I do shadow puppets while I'm really bad at stalling for time. Did I tell you about the one where the guy and the other guy and the other guy go into the bar? They walk into a bar and they said, ouch! Who put the fucking bar here? I walked right into it. Oh, RATTLOCKE, you're back with my shitty jokes.
My mother gave me a call and I couldn't hear any. Anytime somebody gives me a call on here when I'm trying to do stuff, you immediately get muted. So
go away.
I know. Mom, stop calling me. I'm fine. Why aren't you watching this?
She's just upstairs. Why is she even calling you?
No, actually, she's somewhere else, and I guess it's completely it's frozen over there. Okay, so here we go. Cap is off. Hey, it's even got a nice little secure foil top, so that's good. At least we know. This was also once again, it was purchased at the same place I got the cake, the Christmas cake at the Burlington Coat Factory.
I heard cake means butt these days.
Oh well, no.
Were you eating butt?
Ooh. Here. All right, here we go. I'm gonna. Maybe it's still good. Let's go ahead and give it a pour.
Your daily ASMR brought to you by RATTLOCKE.
Doesn't look like juice.
No. Looks like hate.
It's like you hadn't flushed the toilet in a couple of days because your water's low.
That looks a little bit like apple juice.
It doesn't smell sweet. I'm gonna let you know that right now. I'm gonna try just a little taste. It's thick. Okay, I'm going to try to do a chug. Here we go. All right, I'm going to have to undo the neck.
Oh, let it slide down better.
Yeah. All right. Yes, you did, Raj. Raj, you missed the fish. So, apologies. You're just, when we're done, you're just going to have to go back and watch the whole show again. As well as previous shows. All right, here we go. Ready? As Mr. Badland Chugs would say, don't touch that mouse. In 3, 2, 1 for science.
Oh. Oh.
Oh my gosh.
Why? Stop. I don't like this. Look at that. Finish down the hatch skis. Oh. You had to know. Oh, you had to know.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the whole bottle, the whole enchilada skis. Ratlock chugged that whole thing for you.
Yeah, it's very thick. It's not as thick as when I did the pickle. I'm getting that extra 5-head wrinkle right here. I'm straining. It's I feel like it's my stomach's full. It's actually somewhere in the middle of my esophagus right now. So if I bend too far forward, we're gonna see exactly what I just had. Very, very thick juice, extremely sweet. I would compare it to thinning out a like, say if you had like a jam or a jelly and you liquefied it, it had that kind of a sweetness to it. Very concentrated, even though this isn't concentrated. No sugar was added to it, but it tasted. You ever had a Rally's sweet tea?
No.
You want to talk about sweetness? This was about that level of sweetness, that or like a McDonald's sweet tea. And the pulp in it, it wasn't. I don't know how I didn't see it coming out, but when I was drinking it, some of the pieces of pulp were about the size of my thumbnail. And you could feel it just scratching the top of my palate, making its way down into my gut. It was rough.
Awful. That sounds awful. That sounds terrible.
It was rough, but I did it.
You did.
I did it for you guys, and I did it for you, Schwartzy. Because
but what did you really do it for?
For science.
Yes, you got to get the money. You get paid
Schwartzy,
out.
I have to tell you, you want to feel good, but you still kind of try to put yourself down a little bit. You're talking about how everybody's here to see your guests. Everybody's here to see me. That is not true. You, sir, this is a circus. I am the sideshow. You are the ringmaster.
You make Schwartzy blush.
Think of how many people.
Because I need to shave, but I'm blushing.
Oh yeah, same here. But no, how many people would see me eat this? Or have this, there would be no segment without you.
I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ratlock. And thank you for coming on here all week, eating all types of gross stuff. We really appreciate you. You know, you wake up very early in the morning.
Skip breakfast. This is my breakfast.
That's terrible. That is terrible. He does this for all of you. Early, we're trying to entertain you. We don't want negativity in your day. We want positivity in your day. So we think a little laugh, a little review, a little something different. You know, Ratlock does this for you, and we really appreciate this. Ratlock has some other ventures. What other ventures are you involved in coming up here soon, Ratlock?
Well, coming up soon, we're getting ready to do a taping for Buckle Bomb Entertainment. We're going to be doing a Valentine's theme with treats and snacks. I am going to be doing the Warhead sour Valentine lollipops. And I'm also getting ready to try a TikTok challenge, but I'm doing it on my YouTube. It is the Oreos dipped in pickle juice. Oh. Supposedly everybody that has done this has said it's delicious.
You have to go to his YouTube then.
By the way, Schwartzy, as a reminder, we need to get that clip of the mustard and the Reese's put onto your TikTok and make a new TikTok challenge out of it.
That is true. We do. I have to get that downloaded and I'll get that going. I agree with you. Let's get Stitch. You stitch it and all that stuff, or you do it. But we'll make it a challenge.
Oh, and currently finishing up another episode of Ratlock's Horrendously Horrible Horror, where I am also a horror movie host as well. We're doing The Last Man on Earth with Vincent Price, and I have a guest It's an awesome movie. It's one of my favorites. There would be no Omega Man. There would be no I Am Legend.
I Am Legend. Yes.
Exactly. And Vincent Price, he's a treat. I was gone before our time, and I miss it. But also have a guest on there, as well as my nemesis, David Barnabas Spector. So let's just say he comes at me, but he gets his just desserts in the end.
It does not. I would not even give him dessert.
Not as sweet.
One course of meal.
The dessert is not as sweet as this was.
No, I hope you should feed him a poopy.
That's why my wife, she actually got me off of the sugared teas and stuff, and now I just do a couple sweet and lows and a regular tea. And so tasting stuff sweet now is just it's ungodly for me to do. It's like when I quit smoking 7 years ago, and I smell cigarette smoke, and I immediately get nauseous. And it's now the same with sweetness. It's like I taste something extremely sweet, and I want to throw up because I'm fighting it right now as we speak.
Well, we hope you do feel better, homie. We do appreciate you coming on the show. You can find my homie Ratlock on the ZABADAS network. You can see the deal below. If you look in my description, you can see where to just directly click on that. You can also pick up a Ratlock Eat Shit shirt. Let me find that shirt for you real quick. Pick up a Ratlock Eat Shit shirt. Move your face. It looks like you're wearing it. If you look down below in the description, you can get yourself a Ratlock Eat Shit shirt. You have to go directly to his Brainbuster Tea, but I have a direct link down there, and you can go support Ratlock. The money that he gets from those t-shirts, he goes and buys stuff to eat and do this for you. So it supports the people that are supporting your day. It's that circle of energy, if you will. Ratlock, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate you so much, and thank you for doing it for science.
For science.
For science. That was awful, and I loved every minute of it. Ladies and gentlemen, Ratlock. I hope you enjoyed Ratlock coming on here. I hope you enjoyed him giving you a little what for and how have you, and eating all that and drinking. He drank the whole thing of juice. He was done. He didn't even have to chug the whole thing. Then there was more, and he chugged that. Can you believe that? He did that for you all. He is nonstop action, And let me tell you right now, I know all about nonstop action. I know about nonstop action because I work at a place that has nonstop action. That place would be RPW.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling, the newest and hottest pro wrestling company in the Midwest. Featuring today's hottest talent and the wrestling stars of tomorrow. With hard-hitting and high-flying action, and a reputation of the high-stakes world of deathmatch wrestling. Join RPW at our monthly live events, or stream us anytime on iwtv, the internet's premier streaming service for independent wrestling. Join us for all of the ruthless action.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling. It's not just a style, it's a lifestyle. Capiche?
What? Yes, that's so nice. That's so fantastic. We had a wonderful performance this past weekend at RPW. In fact, I'm feeling a little sore. Well, good thing I have right here my Darren McCarty CBN CBD gummies to make me feel so nice, so fantastic. Look at that. It is these gummies are the winning blend for the relaxing and restful night's sleep, but I also find that they help me chill the fuck out. Sometimes not so much an anxiety thing, but you're a little bit of a racing mind. A little bit of a lot going on. We have a lot going on. They're individually wrapped. They've got the power punch. They taste just like fruit punch. Look at that. They use beet sugar, lots of natural components. Oh, I feel better already. Oh my goodness. Darren McCarty, if it don't have the 25, it ain't your guy. I'm telling you right now. At all local dispensaries in Michigan, Detroit, Michigan, in the Michigan area, you can go find the Darren McCarty CBD line. You can find the blend of his flower. He's got the flower blend. If it don't have the 25, he's not your guy. He's not your guy, buddy. He's not your buddy guy. Anyway, had to get that out of the way. You know, Schwartzy's been involved in a lot of ventures in professional wrestling, and he took a try at some things. Some things he does, some things it didn't work out, some things work out, blah, blah, blah. You know, this is trying things. A couple of years ago, I took I have a degree from Farah State University in business administration, marketing, minor graphic design. I also have a broadcasting degree. Believe it or not, I'm one smart cookie. I'm one smart cookie, and yet I fall on my head for a living. No biggie. I decided to take that knowledge of mine and my expertise in branding and my expertise in marketing, and I thought I could help people learn how to market their wares. I thought I could. Maybe you see a lot of people do seminars or how to wrestle, how to do this, how to do that. Here's some stories, something. I wanted to do something different. I decided that I would run a marketing seminar. What is it? Branding and merchandising workshop is what I called it. I didn't like the word seminar. I didn't feel like work was getting done. Listen, seminars, work's getting done. I'm a person who believes in the verbiage you use, and every word we use to a degree is important, very important. So I use the verbiage workshop, work, shop, work, shop. We are going to do work, and this is a shop. This is where we're all going to get together, and we can make mistakes and we can learn together. This is the shop. So I felt that was so much. I know that sounds so silly, but the words we use are so important. So what I did was I put together textbooks, actually. I found information that helped me when I was part of Bomb Shelter. Look at that. So we do these books, and this I'm laying the groundwork for my guest here. Give me a second. And it was multiple pages. I think it was like 30, 25 pages and some referrals in the back. Look at that. Some quotes. How to brand your merchandise, how to get shirts, the logos. I put together like a 25-page workshop. I took it very seriously. Unfortunately, Schwartzy does not have the time to do these things. Maybe they will return one day, but we have so many good people at branding out there. I think everything's fine, everything's dandy. But I had somebody that is joining me today who took that workshop. A wrestler by the name of Gavin Alexander, the Slaughterville Nightmare. He took my workshop, and he has found himself working on his brand. And I found it very interesting where he is today. I found that he's got the whole website. He's got the whole thing going. And I thought to myself, well, this is very important. Maybe there are people that need to hear about branding. Maybe there are people that need to hear about merchandising. Maybe there are people out there that don't know where to get started at the merchandise table. So I wanted to have somebody on and see where he was today. Ladies and gentlemen, don't be scared. He's only the Slaughterville Nightmare. We're at Flophouse, Indiana. You good. You're not going to have any nightmares. Ladies and gentlemen, my homie and yours, Gavin Alexander. Welcome, Skis, Gavin.
Schwartzy, how you doing?
I'm doing very well. How's the weather out there, homie?
Man, it is whiter than, I won't say, screw it, I'll say it. It's whiter than a Coke whore's house.
Why did that a cook? You're going to get me canceled. Gracious. Oh, my goodness. That's okay. Cocaine's hilarious. It's a funny joke. Anyway, Gavin, it is so good to have you on the show. Like I was saying, you are involved. How long have you been? Thank you. How long have you been involved in professional wrestling?
20 years this May.
20 years this May. That's fantastic. Thank you for servicing your business. I think we should all be talked to like we're military people because it's quite the service. We appreciate you. But recently, you've decided that your merchandise line, I'm talking like in the last couple of years, your merchandise was not where it needed to be, and you decided to make a change. You said it wasn't where it needed to be. What was it like? Let's talk about where you were. So where were you in the game of merchandise when we were first speaking?
When we were first speaking, we were on the line of merchandise of just photos, doing autographs, taking pictures with people. That's where we were at, and it wasn't too lucrative. Now, after taking the bomb shelter merchandising and branding,
hold on, we're gonna get there. Hold on, Kevin, you're jumping ahead of the whole story. We've got to have a build. We're telling a story here. Hold on, we're gonna get to where you are. I want to talk about where.
I need to drink a little bit.
That's okay. You indulge yourself. It's a snowy day out. So you were really just starting with the pictures, taking pictures with fans, autographs, just the bare bones. It doesn't cost a lot to get pictures. You should absolutely have pictures at your table, but you were not satisfied. So you took my workshop, and you're not putting it over to sell it. I don't run the workshop anymore. But what was your experience in the workshop?
The workshop was very informative. It was eye-opening. It was actually pretty fun. And it made me see that I needed more on my merch table. I needed to get that coin. I needed that dollar bill more than just relying on a payday.
Now, do you find that your paydays, while they are fine, we all get our payday, we all get an envelope, it's stuffed, there's money for the wrestling. No matter what you get paid, I don't care if you're Schwartzy or your Brooklyn Brawler or your Matt Cardona, you need to supplement that income.
Very true. Very true. You need to supplement your income. You got to have that money. Say you bring your fiance or wife to the show too. If the payday's a little on the lighter side, are you going to have enough money to go grab some food afterwards? Are you going to have that money to get gas? Or what happens if she wants some merchandise from another worker? You need to have that extra money.
And you should always pay full price for fellow workers. Absolutely.
Always.
Absolutely. But so I think there's a delay in our camera connection here. I think we've got a 3-second delay or some shit like that. So I do apologize. I do not mean to speak over you.
You're good.
We got a delay. But that's okay. We're going to make this work. Usually it's a lot easier. I'm so sorry about the delay. It must be the weather. The weather is working against us. But you know what isn't working against us? Waking and baking, right? So
hey, you got to wake and bake to make it through the day.
Absolutely. So you took the seminar, you enjoyed the seminar, you retained the seminar, or the workshop, or whatever I like to call it, the workshop. And about 2 years later, talk about where you are right now.
Well, the show after you ran the workshop, I went and got a whole bunch of merchandise. I went and got can koozies. Yeah, I went with the can koozies. That's my take on American Horror Story. I call it the Alexander Horror Story.
There you go.
Of course, the Violence Society koozies.
Oh, those look great.
Went and a bunch of T-shirts. Went and got Funko Pops.
Hey, a niche merchandise item. Something special, something a little bit extra that people want.
Funko Pops of myself and my tag partner, Robin Can.
What do those go for, homie?
I've actually been able to sell one for $40.
There you go. You can get a Gavin Alexander, not everybody has $40. That's okay. That's why there's pictures. That's why there's other things. Look at that. That's nice. Look at that. Shirts. No, hold on. Put that back up. Put that back up. Put that back up. I want to see something. I want to show. I want to point something out. Extra points. Look at that. He's got the wrapping on it. Even I don't have the wrapping on the shirt. Look at that. It's sealed. So you know you're going to act a fool at the wrestling show. You might spill some shit on it. So you want to keep it nice. That's so wonderful. Look at the extra mile on that.
I've got that one. And of course, since I'm a tag wrestler, the Violent Society t-shirts.
Those are nice. Fantastic.
Of course, I've got my Baptized in Violence shirt.
So now you've got all these wonderful things. You've got all these shirts and pop Funkos and accoutrements and all that stuff. What is it like? Now you're at the show. Gavin Alexander, Slaughterville Nightmare. I'm at the show. Big as fuck, scary guy. And I'm setting up my table. Talk to me about setting up your table. Other wrestlers, pay attention. Trust me. You're setting up your table. Tell me about that. Your table at the show.
First off, you put your small dollar items up front. You put your Funko, or not your Funko Pops, but can koozies, your pictures, your stickers, window decals. Then farther back, you got your Funko Pops and your t-shirts and the stuff that's a little more expensive. You hook them in with the first items, and their eyes scroll back to the other items. If you have a banner, hang that banner behind you. I'm working on getting a banner.
Sure.
You have a price list. If not a price list, make sure you got someone working your table that actually knows the prices of everything you're selling. Make sure you have change for people. Always make sure you got change for people because they
gotta have that change.
Very true, because they might not want to run to the concession stand, get change for whatever, and come back because they'll go to the concession stand, see that food, then they're going to spend the money on the food instead of spending money on your merch.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well said.
Be accessible.
Oh, no, go ahead. Please continue. Sorry.
Always be accessible to the fans. Make sure your merch table is in good sight. That way, hey, we're looking to buy some merch from the show. You don't want to have it hidden in a corner. No, you want it right there to where the fans can see it. And then they see it and they're like, oh, hey, this guy's actually serious about the business. He wants to make that money. So we're going to go check out his stuff and we're going to see what he's got to offer. And always wear one of your shirts to the ring. That way, when they see, hey, he's even supporting his own brand, then they're going to be more interested.
Absolutely. Do you, couldn't have said it, you're talking about being accessible and all that. Do you remember what we talked about, the 3 most important times to be at your table? Do you remember that one?
Beginning of the show, intermission, and after the show's over, you go right back out there. Make sure you get that final sale.
Do you remember why? Just curious. It's been a while.
It has been a while. I mean, you can tell by the gray hairs I'm starting to get. You're at the table at the end of the show. That way they can get that final chance to get that final purchase. They might have not had time during intermission or at the beginning of the show because at the beginning they're getting their seats. Intermission, the kids or the family might want food. So at the end of the night, they get that one last chance to buy merchandise.
Absolutely. We're at work for only so long, homie. Everyone going to the show. When you're in the car, you're on your way to work. You're not at work. You're still palling around with everybody. But once you're at the show, once we're in the building, we're at work. It would be remiss for you to not go to your merchandise table and take care of your wallet so you can enjoy yourself after the show, wouldn't you say? I'll join you.
Very much so. You'll be actually very proud of me. I'm going to talk about the first night that I had a whole bunch of merchandise.
Let's go.
there was no room to set up gimmick tables in the building. So what my fiance and I did is we decided to sling the merchandise out of the trunk of the Jeep, like some old school swap meet style.
Go on. I love it.
And we sold out of every ounce of merchandise in one show.
Was this an outdoor show?
No, it was an indoor show.
What? You were selling out of the trunk at an indoor show? That's fantastic. That's amazing.
Yeah, out of the trunk of the Jeep, there were so many people crammed into the show that there was no room for gimmick tables. So I looked at my fiance Heather and I was like, Heather, pop the trunk, open it up, get the merchandise set out. We're gonna sling it out of the back of the trunk like some swap meet. And we sold out of every ounce of merchandise, pulled in 7 bills that night.
Wow. You hear that? You professional wrestlers, would you like to leave this show with $700 extra on top of your pay?
On top
That's
of
what
the
I'm
pay.
saying. This is why we stress to wrestlers. You say, oh, this isn't worth it. Oh, this isn't. It's not worth it if you don't put in the effort and you don't have merchandise. You leave with money like that, you're having a good time.
Hey, you got to keep grinding to make it.
Got to. You've got to. Well, homie, so you've got your stuff at the show. You talk about having your personal merchandise. It's all set up there. But we're sitting here in the middle of a snowstorm. You can't get to your wrestling show if you had one today. But I want to buy Gavin Alexander merchandise. So how do you market yourself at home?
My first store is storefrontier.com/Slaughterville Nightmare.
Hold on. Look, you want to see how prepared Schwartzy is?
Oh, let's see it.
There you go.
Hey.
Look at that. There's that website. So let's talk about it.
Go ahead and show him, Schwartzy.
No, you talk about it while I give him the accoutrements.
There is tank tops, koozies, hoodies, t-shirts. It's branding my Violent Society tag team and myself. I even decided to make a little cartoon one with King Bowser from Mario Brothers, and it says, "Level up your violence."
That's nice. I'm browsing the site right now. Keep talking about it. I'm trying to sell this, Daddy.
Well, I've only started a month ago because busy going to shows. Well, with the COVID-19 and all this wonderful weather, you got to find a guy who can actually do your graphics. I found a graphic guy. He's a really cool guy, Chris Gonzalez out of Muncie, Indiana. Really cool dude. He started sending me different ideas, and I'm like, yo, these can work. And Uncle Biff Byford.
I do.
Uncle Biff Byford is the one who put me on to storefrontier.com.
And how much does it cost to set up a Store Frontier?
Nothing. It absolutely costs nothing. You have the money sent to the PayPal. They take a percentage for the making of the garments and the shipping, but you get the rest.
That's fantastic.
And it's
so they have
simple.
all these outlets.
I sold my first couple tank tops.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. I was just talking about how I sold my first couple tank tops and koozies lately.
So you definitely have found that being online supplements your income too while you're at home.
Yes, it does. It actually helps a lot because, there's days like today, roads slicker than, John Travolta's hair in grease.
There we go. They got real clean real quick.
Hey, I'm not trying to get you canceled, Schwartzy. You're actually my favorite podcast to listen to in the morning.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure out a way to get my ass off the air. But
I don't know.
I really love having you on today because it's so important. Yesterday we talked about mental health. In the beginning of the week we talked about thrifting. At one point we had Randy West on talking about candle making and all that good stuff. Deathmatch wrestling. You're talking to professional wrestlers and people who might have podcasts and people that watch Schwartzy's show that have their own product on how to market yourself. It's very important. We know you're a professional wrestler. We know you throw suplexes. We know you beat the dog shit out of people. That's something we know and we buy tickets for and we love to see. But what we don't know is what makes you successful. What is the beginning steps? What is the middle steps? What gets me to where I'm going? And to see you having a merchandise line and showing everybody unselfishly how you do this is very fantastic, Skis. I appreciate it very much. So what I want to know, of course, we love you, Gavin Skis. But what we want to know is where can we find Gavin Alexander?
You can find Gavin Alexander at different shows. TCW on February 12th. Then I'm going to Swag Wrestling down in Tennessee on the 26th. And then I'm doing a show for Uncle Biff Byford on the 27th at the arena in Tullahoma.
Oh, fantastic. And where can we find you on social media? Where can we find all your interesting ways?
Social media, Schwartzy. I'll also use my wonderful Facebook Messenger, and I will send you the graphic because I love this graphic. This graphic didn't cost
I cannot put graphics on, and I will be honest with you, I cannot put graphics on right now.
Oh, I know. I just wanted to send it to you for later.
Thank you so much. But where can we find you on social medias?
FYG5150 on Twitter. Larry Jennings on Facebook. That's my my agent's name. And then you have Slaughterville Nightmare on Instagram.
Fantastic. And what was the name of that store of yours for all your sweet merch with the Bowser skis?
Storefrontier.com/Slaughterville Nightmare. There's new merch coming up every week. I've got a lot of things in store. Always got to keep them guessing on what's coming up next. You never know. You might see these wonderful guys floating around at a show near you.
Absolutely. Those are really cool. I really like those.
Check this out. This guy did such a good job. He's got my tattoos, all my tattoos, even got the sideburns that I'm rocking right now.
He's even got your six-pack.
That ain't a six-pack. That's a fake K that he's got working on the stomach area. Let's be honest. There's no chiseling to me whatsoever. I'm a fat boy.
That's okay. It's gritty and we love it. It's gritty and we love it. That's what makes it so violent and dangerous. You're just a mass of humanity murdering people. And we love to see it. Gavin Alexander, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. Thank you so much for talking here and talking about your merchandise line and unselfishly sharing not only your knowledge, but the most important currency in the universe, time. Thank you so much for joining us, Gavin Skis.
Thank you so much, Schwartzy. I appreciate you.
That was so nice. Wasn't that fantastic? Having somebody on this show talk about, talk so much about how he makes his money in the business, trying to share his knowledge, not just being selfish with his knowledge of making merchandise money. He comes on here and he shares with you, and I kind of helped a little bit because I have my little deal. Very proud of it. Talking about how to make a little money on the side, how to make money in the business. If you have it's not just wrestling. Do you have a band? Do you have a band? You can market this same way, skis. It's no big deal. I promise you. I promise you can market the same way. This is what we do here. We get everybody together. We talk about important things. Like I said, mental health, thrifting, marijuana. We talk about social issues and social injustices. We talk about recycling. We talk about podcasting. I'm looking at all my guests. This is what we've legitimately talked about. Professional wrestling, mental health, merchandise, graphic design. And then coming up, we're talking about, heart disease awareness. We're going to talk, we've got so much coming up. This is such an eclectic podcast, stream, whatever you want to call it. My voice. Woo! My voice is getting blown out, but I'm here for you. I hope you're all enjoying everything in the chat. How's everyone doing today? I hope your weather is not fucking you over like I am getting fucked over, but that's okay. I am sitting here with all of you. I am comforted in knowing I am warm in the fact that I am with all of you and not out in the shitty weather. I really hope I can make it to the booking skis this weekend, but safety first. I will wrestle a pillow in my living room and stream it live for all of you, free of charge. Maybe me and RATTLOCKE will do Cabin Fever again. Cabin Fever was a show on the ZABADAS network. You can probably purchase it for a couple dollars, or I think some of the matches are free. I'm not sure. Where VINNIE RATTLOCKE had everybody wrestling inanimate objects. I was almost on that show. I think the broom did not want to put me over. I had nowhere to set up my merchandise table. Did not work for Schwartzy. VINNIE RATTLOCKE skis, where can we find Cabin Fever? Oh my goodness. So, while we're waiting to see where we can find Cabin Fever, let me ask a question to you, all of you, especially with all the people we have joining us right now. Somehow, we usually get a large influx of people. We get a lot of people come into the chat skis, and they say, "Oh, Schwartzy, it is about 10 a.m. and I'm here." So part of me, as much as I love to wake up with you at 7 a.m., I'm sorry, 9 a.m. I'm up at like 5. But as much as I'm up here at 9 a.m., would people like it if Schwartzy moved Wake and Bake to 10 a.m.? That is something we can talk about. I will still be at 9 next week. But would you like me to come on at 10 a.m.? Let me know. This is everybody's show, Ski. This is everybody's show. Good morning, Devon. It's okay. I know I think that's what it is here today too. I think everybody has to shovel the snow and they're home from work, and you wait. There's a lot of people that join me. They're at work. They're like, fuck my job. So they turn on Schwartzy. I tried to distract you from your work. I'm like the kid in class that's like making jokes in the middle of the deal. So 10 a.m. is fine. Oh, here we go. VINNIE. You can find it at zabadaspro.pivotshare.com. You can download the show. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? You can see Cabin Fever. Remington roars on that beach. Juniper. A lot of people you'll see at Flophouse coming up. 99 cents to rent and $1.99 to buy, or $2.99 for a month subscription. That's nice. That's fantastic. Okay, we stay at 9. We ain't trying to compete with the Pat. Pat McAfee shows on at 11 a.m. and can't miss that. Pat McAfee, I believe it. I do. I tried to distract you from your work day. Well, it's been a wonderful show. I think we've had a wonderful show today. I really enjoyed entertaining a lot of you. I hope you guys all enjoyed yourself. Did you guys enjoy the show today? They all want me to stay at 9 a.m. That's okay. We're going to stay at 9 a.m. We ain't going nowhere. I ain't doing that. Well, I do kind of have to go somewhere. Time for Schwartzy to, punch out. We had a wonderful week this week. We had Zane Paisley on. Talked about thrifting. We had my wife on. We talked about candle making. With the Black Sheep, we talked about mental health. We had Larry. We had Gavin Alexander on today, talking about merchandise. This is the stuff we do here in the morning. I hope you all enjoyed this show. Let me get the fuck over for my graphic skis. Thank you to my sponsors, the Pro Wrestling Edge Podcast. All the boys over there, listen to Pro Wrestling Edge Podcast. You can find them on all your major podcast providers. Please let them know that Schwartzy sent you, because I love that place. That's right. I don't just love listening to it. I'm also enjoying all the time. I love to be a guest. I love to sit around with all the boys, Chad, Dan O'Mac, and the crew. You love to see it. Pro Wrestling Edge, talking about professional wrestling all over the Midwest. They now talk about sports. We just talked about Dan O'Mac starting the Edge of the Mind podcast for mental health. We're really doing it with Pro Wrestling Edge. They're like the what culture of the Midwest. Hit them up, follow them, give them some love. Also, the Midnight Snuggie Hour. What? That's right. Head on over to Google Podcast. Give them a listen, skis. That's right. Give them a listen, skis. You'll love it. They have a whole backlog of stuff where they have a roundtable discussion about entertainment, wrestling, all that type of stuff. It's so wonderful. Get caught up on their back podcast. Hit them notifications, and you'll be able to find them new episodes when they come out. They'll have Schwartzy on there, and we're going to have a good time. Guaranteed. And if you want to know, you can get all those. All the links are below. The links including the one to the Brainbuster tees. Please go pick up a t-shirt. It helps me out. Maybe a nice soft hoodie or a coffee mug. Helps me out. Helps out this show. Show your support and you get something for it. You can also head over to Brainbuster Tees to find RATTLOCKE's Eat Shit shirt. That's right, the official Eat Shit shirt of RATTLOCKE. RATTLOCKE eats shit. He puts a poopy in his mouth for you. Help him pay for those poopies. Or if you just want to kick a couple bucks to the show, you can always donate to the stream. That's right, with your Cash App, with your PayPal. Just holler at me. Just holler at your boy. Let me know. Throw a couple bones your way, I'll shout you out. And as always, I'm available for bookings. You can find me at Schwartzy at all my bookings or on all my social media, or you can email me at bookschwartzy@gmail.com. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful show. I had a great week. We did so good. We're putting in the good work, the God's work, as they say. And there's only one deniable fact at the end of this God's work. There's only one thing that you need to know. There's only one rule you need to live by. It's that nobody is going to love you like Schwartzy is going to.